Hey guys, how are you this week? It has been absolutely amazing. But as we are closing out um, Black History Month, I before let me rewind. Hello guys, how are you? I am Monique Robinson. I am your wonderful host for this amazing talk show. But today I don't have a guest, but I do have several announcements. So our first announcement is give a shout out to Siani Ingram. She is taking care of business. She's actually one of our scholars up for um, our HBCU Bound Scholar of the Year. And, guys, check her out. She's been in our newsletter. She's been everywhere. But, if you haven't voted, you also can vote for her or Autumn Wiggins. They are my two favorite seniors right now because they are taking care of business, and we're proud of them. We have to show them that. But let me tell you, I hope I pushed the right button. Y'all know how it go. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. There we go. I am telling everybody, please get your tickets today as they are on sale. You can use the QR code or you can actually go to the link. And then probably sometime this weekend, if not today, I will provide that hotel information because it is officially going to be HBCU Community Award Weekend fun. So hope everybody can come because we will be celebrating everybody. And locally it'll be the people's choice, but we actually have some of our friends from everywhere that will be coming. And we're celebrating them in a historically Black college culture. Now, back to what I was saying earlier. This weekend, well, last weekend, I had the pleasure of speaking at a Black History program. And it's ironic that behind me is the topic that we were speaking about. So today I said, why don't I share with them, what I talked about or read excerpts from the speech. And again, thank you to my board member, Dr. Gaucher, who was there, and her spouse, Mr. Vance, well, Gaucher Vance family for coming, Dr. Gaucher Vance and family for coming. And I got to see one of my first students that I met when I came to San Antonio. And if you are following our pages, you will probably see that picture. And I was just so happy to see Devontae as he is grown into this young man. I'm not ready. He's almost 21. It's making me, no, I'm younger. But anyway, it's good to see your scholars when they are excelling. And it was just a wonderful event. And I thank them for inviting me to speak. And yes, I do have my cheater with me. So I will be reading. So if I look down and don't look up, I know I'm on camera, but I'm just looking. But anywho, do we have any other announcements before I go? Oh, yes, the Takesha A. Davis Scholarship Award application ends March 1st. So if you don't have that in, you might want to get it in soon because we're not extending it. It's been, wonderful cheering you all on, but you all who have been through it know it is a long, rigorous process. And I think this year we're not even doing as many. Yeah, it's going to be tougher this year. But thank you guys. So after this commercial, I will be sharing my excerpts from the presentation this weekend. Welcome back. Yes, we don't have a guest. You just got me today. But I am going to share excerpts, if my teleprompter act right. Excerpts from my speech from Sunday. So I will be looking down, but I do know I'm on camera, so bear with me. Now, tonight is not just about reflection, it is about responsibility. Today is not just about remembering names in history books, it is about remembering purpose. It is about remembering courage. It is about remembering what happens when ordinary people decide to do extraordinary things. When we say remembering those who made a difference, we are not talking about nostalgia. We are talking about legacy. We're talking about sacrifice. We're talking about continuing a story that is still being written. Because history does not end with them, history continues with us. Before there were marches, there were scholars. Before there were microphones, there were minds. Before there were headlines, there were pioneers quietly preparing for futures they might never personally see. Education was not convenient for them. Education was resistance. Education was preparation. Education was power. Imagine for a moment, just a little, what it meant to pursue learning when the world told you that you did not belong in the classroom. In 1850, Lucy Stanton graduated from college at a time when society questioned whether Black women should even read. And this is one of my favorites. You see the shirt, you know why. In 1856, Daniel A. Payne became one of the first African American college presidents, leading institutions built from exclusion, but fueled by excellence. And in 1921, Georgiana Sampson, Sadie Tanner Moselle, and Eva Beatrice Dykes earned doctorate degrees, proving that scholarship was not just a privilege reserved for a few, but a birthright denied and reclaimed. They were not chasing comfort. They were not chasing possibility. They were not chasing comfort. They were chasing possibility. They were not waiting for an approval. They were building foundations. They were understood something powerful. That knowledge opens doors. That education changes trajectories. That preparation creates freedom. Then came the voices that confronted injustice head on. Frederick Douglass taught us that literacy is liberation. Sojourner Truth reminded us that the world, that dignity is not negotiable. Then we have Ida B. Wells. She showed us that truth telling can shake the systems. And W.E.B. Du Bois declared that higher education is activism in motion. They did not wait for permission to lead. They prepared, they spoke, they organized, they persisted. They taught us that courage does not always look loud. Sometimes courage looks like consistency. Sometimes courage looks like showing up when no one else is watching. Sometimes courage looks like working late nights so future generations can walk an easier road. But our story does not stop at protests. It continues through progress, it continues through innovation, It continues through brilliance. Dr. Charles Drew revolutionized blood banking and saved lives worldwide. Katherine Johnson calculated trajectories that launched astronauts into space. And Elijah McCoy engineered excellence so undeniable it became known as the real McCoy. Henrietta Lacks, without recognition in her lifetime, as several we know, contributed to cells that changed medical science forever. Our history is not only one of survival, it is one of genius. It is one of innovation. It is one of excellence under pressure. Kind of similar to the analogy of what is a diamond? A diamond is coal that is pressured until it becomes a diamond. Kind of like all of us. It is proof that even when resources are limited, brilliance is not. And when doors remain closed, what did we do? We built our own institutions. I love that. We built our own institutions. Historically Black colleges and universities were born from that exclusion, but they became engines of empowerment. They became sanctuaries of scholarship. They became incubators of leadership. They became safe spaces where excellence could breathe. They did not just award degrees. They cultivated confidence. They affirmed identity. They protected potential. They prepared generations to lead. They produced doctors, engineers, educators, activists, entrepreneurs, and produced change makers. And most importantly, HBCUs gave us hope. So today, we're not here to talk about supportive scholarships, supporting young people. We are not just here to increase momentum, but we are investing in futures. We are rewriting narratives. We are standing in the gap for our scholars who are so brilliant but under-resourced. So, next time you see a young person or you choose to mentor a young person, know that you may be helping the next Lucy Stanton, and she deserves your support. Or the next Katherine Johnson, who deserves better resources. Or the next leader that deserves access. Legacy is not what we inherit, it is what we build. And let me say this clearly, scholarships do more than pay tuition. Scholarships relieve stress, restore confidence. Tell scholars that someone back in your community is supporting you. Scholarships turn dreams into degrees, turn potential into progress, change family trees or family curses into a different mindset. Because when you help one scholar graduate, you are elevating an entire generation. So, what does building a legacy look like today? It looks like mentoring a young man who needs direction. It looks like encouraging a young person who doubts their brilliance. It looks like funding a scholarship so that all generations can continue education. College students do not need to carry this weight on their own or their parents. It looks like choosing education or success over excuses. It looks like preparation over complaint. It looks like unity over division. or just showing up, even when it would be easier to sit at home. When we invest in young people, we are investing in greatness. We are investing in future CEOs, future educators, future leaders that will shape our policies, communities, and possibilities. We are not here, or you're not here watching just to talk about remembering history. We are here to continue it. Now, as I come to a close, I want you to do this exercise with me. I did this in person, but it was so cool. Visualize with me the raised fist that we often use as a symbolization of strength in the African American community. It's the closed fist. Most people use it as Black power. It is not to be used only in defiance. And some people think that. But it is used to be strength. And let's just walk this back as we're visualizing this fist up. Strength is discipline. Strength is education. Strength is preparation. Strength is community. As the drum beat reminds us of rhythm. And when one drum beat is heard, it's just heard, just one. But when there are many together, it cannot be ignored. We are stronger together. We are more powerful together. We are legacy together. So today, let us remember who made the difference. Not by admiring our past history from a distance, but honoring them through our actions. Let us fund education. Let us be a champion of an opportunity. Let us mentor intentionally. Let us build courageously. Let us commit not just emotionally, but financially. Not just verbally, but visibly. Not just today, but consistently. Because history is not behind us. History is with us. Our ancestors made a difference. Now it is our turn. So I did that speech, you guys. And after the commercial, I will tell you one of the stories that I shared. But I want to thank again Miss Jeanette Brown, her mom, her sister, the whole organization that invited me to come and speak at their Black History program. And when we come back after this commercial break, I am going to tell you the challenge I put out for everybody. So right after this. Welcome back. Welcome back. I did share a story with the group that was there. It's like one of them you had to be there type moments because I probably gonna share this online. And y'all know I am trying to find something that I can't find. But I better quit pushing buttons before I mess it all up. Okay, there we go. If you have been led to support our mission here at A Better Chance for You Futures Incorporated, there is a QR code above my head. Sometimes I miss, oh, yeah, I did it right where my finger is pointing. You can scan that QR code and it goes directly to our Giveify. And right now we are in scholarship and good gala. We have so many things going on right now, and we would love for you to sow a seed. And if something you heard resonated and you want to come to our events, we have our HBCU send off. We are accepting students for that. Businesses, vendors, you name it, we're accepting you because we are here to celebrate our scholars. Um, But the story that I shared, and it's, I won't go into details, but the bottom line is I challenge the adults to learn more than just the famous five. And I also challenge them to, it's something in Black history every day. I challenge them to learn more than just about what they're taught. And then the young people, I know I had like a 2-for-1 challenge day. The young people, I challenge them to be an advocate, but be respectful. If you weren't there, I can't tell you the story because, just saying. But if you are a young person and you are encountering things at school with an adult, you can advocate for yourself, but you have to be respectful. That's all I have today. I told you I was going to be in and out. But that's all I have today. Please, please, please don't let your history engagement of Black culture end with just, Black History Month. It continues. It starts with us. And, speaking of which, I do have a Wilberforce University shirt. And Wilberforce University is history, those who know. And if you don't know, check it out. It's been fun, but I have to run. I will be back. Hopefully I'll be back with some board members really soon as we close out Black History Month. If you are a honoree recipient, what have you, for the inaugural class, or if you are in the race for the People's Choice Awards, please check your emails. And if you have not received the email, please email me because we have some important instructions for you regarding ads that people may want to support you or how you can get tickets. Thanks. Till next time.